Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how I make my mixed sushi. Alright, pretty easy to do, a little bit of time involved, but it is definitely worth it. And you know it's nice and fresh. Alright, rice into a rice cooker. We've rinsed that rice down, we've got rid of any impurities in it. Add the amount of water the back of the packet says to add to the rice into your rice cooker. Alright. Different manufacturers have different recommended quantities of rice. It's usually around about 1 to 1, so a cup of rice to a cup of water. Put that into your rice cooker, turn the rice cooker on, and let that do the work. If you want to use the absorption method, go for it. Right, here I'm going to make up a little bit of tamago-san, or tamago-ishi, sorry, like a little omelette. Right, so I'm just going to put that into a warm pan, a few eggs, beaten up, and I'm slowly going to just move that towards the center and use a folding type motion. So as the egg starts to cook, fold it over the egg that is already cooked, and you'll end up with a beautifully layered type of omelette. Alright, now traditionally you use a square type pan or a rectangular type pan. I don't have one of those, I'm just using a normal fry pan. So just take your time, and as the egg starts to set, just fold it over itself, and you'll get those beautiful layers of that egg. Alright, very, very simple to do. Just take your time doing it, and you'll end up with a beautiful finished product. And this particular omelette works amazing in a sushi roll. Alright, that's pretty much done. As you can see, I'm going to pretty much let it sit for just another minute or so, and make sure it's cooked through, and I'll take that off and let that come back to room temperature while I get everything else happening. Alright, so we can take that off, put that aside, and we can cut that up into nice slices for our sushi rolls. We need some wasabi, of course, and I'm going to use the powdered type form, not the stuff in the tube. So I'm going to put around about 3 teaspoons worth of wasabi powder into a little dish, add a bit of water, just like that, and give that a stir. We don't want it as thick as I would normally do it. We do want it a little bit thinner, so it will spread over our rice nicely. So just mix that through until you've got a nice consistency that you're happy with. Alright, now here's our rice. We've just taken that straight out of the rice cooker, and I'm going to put that into a glass bowl. A wooden bowl would be better, but I don't own one. So just put that rice straight in, just like Mrs. KP is doing there, and we now need to make up our sushi rice. Now you can make your own sushi seasoning, it is not that hard, but look, these days I'm finding it easier just to buy the pre-purchased stuff. It's a little bit easier to do. So get all that rice, put it all straight into the bowl, just like that, and don't use a metal bowl because the sushi seasoning actually does contain rice wine vinegar, and that will react with the metal. Now once again, read the back of the packet of or bottle of the sushi seasoning that you are using. Different seasonings have different quantities of how much water, or sorry, how much seasoning to use with your rice. Now using a chopping type motion, mix that seasoning through the rice, just like that. Now here I've got a nice piece of tuna and a nice piece of salmon. Alright, now all we have to really do first of all is you want to make sure there's no skin left on it, and I'm just going to cut some nice little rectangular type pieces, just like that, of my tuna to start with. Right, so I'm going to cut it lengthways like that, and I'm going to cut it in half again, just like that. So we'll end up with a nice little cube of tuna right in the center. So just keep cutting your tuna up, and we're going to do the same with our salmon. Alright, so we're just going to cut that straight down, and that one we can leave a little bit larger. We don't need to cut that in half again. These pieces are going to be just about right. Now make sure you go to a fishmonger and get your tuna and salmon. They'll be the freshest, of course, and we want to make sure our fish is really fresh. So if you've got a fishmonger that has access to a port where we can get nice fresh fish. Well, that's the way to go. So I'm just going to cut my salmon up as well like that. Now here I've got some nori, and you put the shiny side down, of course, and I've got my bamboo mat. Wrap your bamboo mat with a little bit of cling film. It's going to make cleaning up a lot easier in the long run. We're going to put a layer of our rice down, and as you can see in the top left corner there, I've got a little dish that's got a little bit of sushi seasoning and a little bit of water in there. That's going to help keep our hands nice and moist, or our gloves nice and moist, and stop the rice sticking to our gloves or our fingers. So I'm going to lay down some of my salmon first, just like that, and I'm going to add in just a little bit of onion, just like I say, cucumber, just like that, really simple. A little swipe of some wasabi right next to that, just like that, really simple. And if you haven't made your own sushi before, or tried making your own sushi before, it can be quite daunting, but no, it is not that hard. And if you mess it up, look, there's always next time. You'll get better and better every time you do it. I'm going to add a little bit of avocado in as well. Now I'm going to very carefully start rolling this up. I haven't made sushi for a little while, so you know, it's a case of remembering what to do. And with my cognitive fog, with my MS, well, yeah, it takes me a couple of goes to get it right again and get it perfect. So we're just going to keep rolling that through, just like that. I've got a little bit of a flap there. We're going to get a little bit of our sushi seasoning and water mix, put a little bit along the edge, and that's going to act like a glue on our nori sheets, and we'll end up with a beautiful sushi roll eventually. Right, so I did this the day after my birthday. I went absolutely nuts at the seafood, or at my fishmonger, and bought a heap of seafood to make some recipes. And I tell you what, it cost a lot less than going out to a restaurant for my birthday. So once again, shiny side down with our nori sheet, a little bit of rice, just like that. Make sure it's all nice and even. A good dose of wasabi. I love my wasabi, so I'm going to go a little bit overboard on that. Right, a little bit of that, and I'm going to put down some tuna now. So this is mixed sushi, so we're going to make up different types of flavors all the way through and not keep it boring. A little bit of shredded carrot. I'm going to put some of that down, nice and fine, as you can see. I've got a little trick for doing that. I might show you in another recipe later on. Subscribe to the channel and you'll learn some of my tricks every now and then. A little bit of cucumber as well, nice and thin. And again, we're going to roll that up and put that aside. Alright, we're going to make another roll. Nori sheet, rice, wasabi, that all goes down. And this time I'm going to go salmon again. Right, just going to put some of that straight down on top of the wasabi, just like that. Okay, really nice and easy. And here I've got some of my egg. As you can see, I've cut that into a nice little rectangle as well. I'm going to roll this one up, and my fingers aren't really doing what they used to do now with my MS. I'm not using that as an excuse, it's just the way it is. Alright, let's make up another one. Bit of rice, bit of tuna. Really simple. Okay, that all goes down just like that. And again, a good bit of wasabi straight over the top. And here I'm going to add some avocado. I'm going to make like a California type roll. So we're going to put some of the avocado down just like that. And yeah, just put a little bit of carrot as well, because that's just going to work beautifully with all of that. When we cut it all up, it's going to look really colourful and vibrant. Once again, just roll that up, make sure we keep everything together, and we want to roll these nice and tight. Right, so there we go. We've made a little bit of a meal on the end of that. Chef's privilege, I can eat that little bit of tuna. Right, so I'm going to cut these up. I'm going to cut the ends off just for presentation, and again, chef's privilege, I can have that as a little bit of a snack on the way. And we want to just trim these up and make these look really nice and pretty. Alright, so we've got a nice straight edge just like that. Alright, now it's time for us to cut our sushi rolls. I'm going to start in the center. Just cut that straight through, nice sharp knife, and you can make your sushi as thick or thin as you like. I'm just going to go with around about a sort of 1 centimeter thick type slice. They'll be just the right sort of size, and try to get them even. I'm not the best at working the measurements out, but I'm just going to keep cutting these up and lay these out on the board. And what we can do is serve these up with a few drinks, and everyone can enjoy a little bit of sushi, a little bit of soy. If you want to add a bit more wasabi and some pickled ginger, even better. Not too hard to do. Love to see you try and make this one at home. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit the like button. It gives me confidence. Should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. And share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. Please leave a comment. I love reading and responding, and I do respond to every single comment that goes up. That is valid, not spam, of course. But in the meantime, I'm on this Japanese kick at the moment. If you want to learn how to make a bit of Japanese or other Asian meals or something in the smoker, we need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. My birthday was a couple of weeks ago, so I've already eaten my mixed sushi. Anyway, I'd like to see you come and watch some more of my videos. Anyway, I'm going to catch you next time. Bye.